Hi everyone and welcome back to Maths and Physics with Mr. Simons. It's grade 12 analytical geometry lesson. We're looking at the November 2014 exam question. Right, so without further ado, let's solve. So November 2014, in the diagram below, a circle with center M touches the y-axis at N and intersects the x-axis at A. PBL and SKL are tangents. The circle with SKL is parallel to the x-axis. So, pardon, that is what's given. So we're going to look at the questions and solve them piece by piece. Right, write down the length of the radius of the circle centered at M. So currently going from M to K and from M to N. Both would give me a radii R, right? So M here is the x value at M is 5 and the x value at N is 0. So from N to M I've gone 5 units, therefore R equal 5. Right, so you see there 5 units from there to there, from 0 to 5, 5 units. 3.2, write down the equation of the circle having center M in the form x minus a squared plus y minus b squared equal r squared. So r we know is 5, so that's going to become 5 squared, 25. Center there is 5 and 4, so 5 would become negative 5 there, and 4 would become negative 4 then. Right, so there, if substitute 5 and 4, x minus 5 squared plus y minus 4 squared equal 5 squared. That simply simplifies to x minus 5 squared plus y minus 4 squared, and 5 times 5, 25. So there we have the equation of the circle centered at M. Right, calculate the coordinates of A. So as I always say, once you find the equation, we will test whether you can use the equation. So you see there, A is on the x-axis, therefore it's a x-intercept. X-intercept, y equal to 0. So I'm going to substitute in the equation of the circle, y equal to 0, and then we're going to try to catch you out by you forgetting the middle term there. Right, so x-intercept, y equals 0. So x minus 5 squared plus 0 minus 4 squared equal 25. It's going to become 16. Here's x squared minus 5, x times 2 minus 10x plus 25 if we multiply out. So x times x, x squared. X times negative 5 gives me negative 5x times 2 gives me negative 10x. Negative times negative, positive. 5 times 5, 25. Negative 4 times negative 4, positive 16 equal 25. 25 and 25 would cancel there. So I'm left with x squared minus 10x plus 16 equal 0. Factorize, I need the factors of 16. That would give me 10. So there 8 times 2 gives me 16. But 8 plus 2 would give me 10. So there, x minus 8, x minus 2. Alright, negative 8x minus 2x gives me minus 10x. Negative 8 times negative 2 gives me positive 16. Right, and from there, x equal then 8 or x equal 2. So x equal 8 or x equal 2. If you look where a is, a would be by 2 and 0, and b would be by 8 and 0. Right, so coordinates of A, 2 and 0, B there would be 8 and 0 because they are the two x-intercepts. Alright. 3.4. Now in 3.4 they say if coordinates of B are 8 and 0, which we found previously, determine the gradient of MB. So we want to find this gradient from M to B. Right, so we have M, which is 5 and 4, and we have B, which is 8 and 0. Right, so gradient MB, y2 minus y1, x2 minus x1. Right, so 0 minus 4, right, and then 8 minus 5. Right, that gives me negative 4 over 3. So my gradient simply equal minus 4 over 3 for MB, which is a radius. No? So from the radius, we should be able to find the gradient of the tangent, which then would be, we swap around 3 over 4, and negative becomes positive. Right, so they want the equation of tangent PB. So if we work out the equation of tangent PB, My gradient of MB is negative 4 over 3. Therefore, my gradient of a tangent would equal 3 over 4 flipped around, and a negative becomes positive. Reason, my tangent here is always perpendicular to my radius. Right? So they're 10 perpendicular to radius. So I already have y equal 3 over 4x plus c. Now we have to work out what's the y-intercept. Alright, so we have the only point we can substitute on this line is 8 and 0, which is p. So if I substitute 8 and 0, this states that y is 0 when x is 8. 8 times 3 gives me 24. 24 divided by 4 would give me positive 6. Take it to the other side, it becomes negative 6. So c equal negative 6. So my equation is y equal 3 over 4x minus 6. Right, and there's the equation of my tangent. Right, next question. Write down the equation of a tangent SKL. Right, so number 1. If I go from M to K, you see the SKL is a tangent, right? And the MK would then meet at 90 degrees. So if they meet at 90 degrees, that means there's the y values the same right through. Right, so to go from M to there, I'm moving 5 units. So x still stays 5 because they're at the same place. But 4 plus 5 would give me 9. So coordinates of K would be 5 and 9. That means coordinates of S would be 0 and 9. And L would be whatever x and 9. So wherever I go on this line, my y value is 9. Therefore, SKL equation y equal to 9. Alright, so hope you follow. Now show that L is the point 20 and 9. Right, so there we know the equation of the circle, x minus 5 squared plus y minus 4 squared equal 25. Equation of tangent PBL, y equal 3 over 4x minus 6, which goes to L. We have the equation of the tangent SKL, where y equal to 9. So they both meeting up at the same point. So this tangent and that tangent are equal at the point L. So the y values are the same. Therefore, I can equate 3 over 4x minus 6 equal to 9. Right? From there, if I take negative 6 over 9 plus 6 would give me 15. Right? And from there, I'm going to say 15 times 4, which gives me 60, divided by 3, which would then give me 20. So from there, you see 15 times 4, I'm always multiply the denominator away in the equation, and I divide by the numerator. So there, 15 times 4 divided by 3, which gives me 60 over 3 equal 20. So x equal 20, therefore L there is then 20 and 9. Alright, so I hope you follow how I got that. Next question. Calculate the length ML in third format. So we want to know how long is it from M to L. So we know this is 5 and 4, and that is 20 and 9. Substitute in the distance formula. So ML equals square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Right? Which then equals square root 20 minus 5 all squared plus 9 minus 4 all squared. No? So 20 minus 5, 9 minus 4. It's giving me 15 squared, which is 225, plus 5 squared, which is 25. 25 plus 225 gives me square root 250. Right, and that simplifies to 5 square root 10. That's for the length of ML. Right, now the next question, determine the equation of the circle passing through points KLM. So KLM. This is a favorite question, so follow very carefully. If you follow, you'll understand. Right, so first, if we look at KLM, I know MK is a radius. I know SKL is a tangent. Radius and tangent meets up at 90 degrees, right? So if there's a 90-degree angle, and we have a circle passing through these points, that then automatically means that this must be a diameter, because a diameter subtends a 90-degree angle at the circumference of the circle. If this is a diameter, then I can find half of the diameter to get the radius there, and from there I can also get the midpoint. And from there, then get the equation of this new circle going there. So that is what they are asking. Right, so MK is perpendicular to KL, MK perpendicular KL, tan perpendicular to radius. Right, so that automatically then means ML is a diameter, which is 5 square root 10, which we got from there. And it's converse, basically, angle in a semicircle. So angle in a semicircle subtends a 90-degree angle there. Right, so from there, we're going to find the midpoint there to find the center of this new circle, right? x1 plus x2 over 2. So for ML, I can say 20 plus 5 divided by 2, 9 plus 4 divided by 2, right? Which then from there would give me then 25 over 2 and 13 over 2. So that's the center of this new circle. So we find the equation x minus 25 over 2 all squared plus y minus 13 over 2 squared equal, right? ML is the diameter, right? Radius is half a diameter, so it's 5 square root 10 divided by 2 to get the radius, and that is squared. And if we simplify, that simply gives me then 125, right? Now, I know you enjoyed the lesson. I know you understood what I've done. All I'm asking is put in all the effort, work hard, become successful, please. God bless. Bye.